So, Iñaki Godoy, the guy who absolutely is Monkey D. Luffy in the live-action series, just sat down for an interview and, well, he might have done the impossible. He may have finally revealed what the One Piece treasure actually is. So today, we're going to unpack that ultimate spoiler. We're going to dive into a major hint for Season 2, and we're going to get to know the man behind the Straw Hat. Let's dive right in.
For what, like over 2 decades now, fans have been obsessed with one single question that drives this entire epic story. What is the One Piece? Is it a pile of gold? Some kind of ancient weapon? Or, is it just about the friends we made along the way? Well, guess what? The man playing Luffy himself has finally given us the answer.
And there you have it, folks. The legendary treasure that countless pirates have literally died for is a giant taco. Iñaki Godoy just spoiled the ending for everyone with a totally straight face. I mean, sorry to ruin the whole series for you. Of course, he's just having fun with it, but man, does that not perfectly capture Luffy's energy?
Okay, so mystery solved. The One Piece is a taco. We can all go home now. Just kidding. But seriously, while Iñaki was obviously joking about the taco, he did give us a very, very real spoiler for the next season. And this one's gonna hit you right in the feels. Let's see what's actually coming our way.
This is where things get serious. Right after that hilarious taco reveal, the conversation shifted to the real heart of One Piece, the thing that makes it so compelling, the super emotional and often really tragic backstories of all the characters. And Iñaki zeroed in on one that is going to be front and center in Season 2.
Now, if you're a fan, you know this is a loaded question. Seriously. From Nami to Sanji to Robin, pretty much every single member of the Straw Hat crew has been through absolute hell. So when Iñaki was asked to pick the saddest of them all, his answer was incredibly specific and maybe a little revealing.
See, he didn't just pick some random character from way down the line in the manga. Nope. His choice was clearly aimed at us, the live-action audience, and what we're about to experience. He specifically named that one beloved crewmate that we are all waiting to finally meet.
And boom, there it is. Tony Chopper. Now, listen to how he phrases that. You're going to be interested in knowing why I said that. That's basically him looking right into the camera and telling all the new fans, you better get ready. Anyone who's read the manga or seen the anime already knows just how gut-wrenching Chopper's story is, and this pretty much confirms it's going to be a massive emotional anchor for Season 2.
Okay, so we've got a fake spoiler and a real one. But to bring these kinds of emotional stories to life, you need the perfect captain. So who is the actor trusted with this legendary role? Well, it turns out Iñaki Godoy isn't some newcomer who just got lucky. His journey to the Grand Line started a long, long time ago.
Just look at this dedication. The guy started acting at just 4 years old and was working professionally by 11. He's been in all sorts of stuff, from Mexican zombie comedies to horror films. The point is, this wasn't just some lucky break. He has been grinding for years to be ready for a role as huge as Luffy.
So what does the king of the pirates do in his downtime? When he's not wearing the straw hat, who is Iñaki Godoy really? Well, his real-life hobbies are probably a lot more relatable than you'd think.
So yeah, he's a huge geek, which is awesome. He's a massive Nintendo fan, calls Mario Galaxy a work of art. He's studying Japanese, and he loves reading and watching movies. But there's one hobby on this list where he claims to be an undisputed, undefeated champion.
That's right, the Settlers of Catan. Forget being king of the pirates. Apparently, Iñaki is the king of trading wood for sheep. He says he has never lost a game. Ever. That is a bold, bold claim. It really sounds like he's got a little bit of that Luffy confidence in his real life, too.
And one last personal detail that gives you a whole new perspective on our captain. For pretty much his entire life, 22 years, he's worn glasses. But just a few weeks before this interview, he had laser eye surgery. And get this, he's still not used to it and actually kind of misses his glasses. It's just a small, really humanizing detail about the guy playing a larger-than-life rubber pirate.
So, let's recap. The One Piece is a taco, we're all preparing to have our hearts broken by Chopper's tragic story, and we've gotten to know the undefeated Catan champion steering the ship. This leaves us with one final question as we all look ahead to Season 2.
So Iñaki has thrown down the gauntlet, calling Chopper's story the saddest. But for a crew that is basically defined by a tragedy, is he right? Does another Straw Hat's past hit even harder? I want to know what you think. Let us know in the comments. That's all for now. Thanks for watching.